What's up, everybody? So today I'm going to teach you guys how to buy properties without getting a loan or using cash, okay? So what we're going to be talking about is called seller financing. Now what seller financing is, it's just another form of financing for you to purchase property. Now there's a lot of different types of seller financing, the most common one being contract for deed. In that instance, the seller typically becomes like the bank, okay? The seller holds the note to the property and the buyer makes payment to the seller, and the terms are usually agreed upon by the seller and the buyer. So interest rate, amortization time length, if there's a balloon payment, those things are all agreed upon in the contract for deed. Now once the contract is fulfilled, meaning the property is paid off, then the buyer will get the deed at that time, okay? So that's one way to do seller financing. Another way that you probably are not too familiar with is called subject to. So you're purchasing a property subject to the existing financing. Now in that scenario, a seller will sell a property to a buyer, but the current mortgage that the seller has will stay in place, okay? So the buyer will buy that property, take ownership of that property, and continue to make payments on behalf of the seller to the seller's mortgage company. Now, that strategy doesn't work for every single property out there. It usually only works for motivated sellers. And again, the seller has to have some type of motivation to be able to let the buyer do that. Now, another form of seller financing could be lease option, or more commonly referred to as rent to own, where a tenant buyer, right, a tenant that is gonna buy that property, they put down an option, meaning that they put down money as an option to purchase that property at a later time at a specified price. So the money that they pay every month in rent can be, part of it can be used towards the down payment as well. And the option is probably going to be used towards the down payment as well. Now those terms are negotiated between the buyer and the seller as well, okay? So again, rent to own, that might be another good seller financing option if you're looking to purchase a property. Now these were 3 quick examples of seller financing. If you go and you talk to a regular real estate agent, they probably have no clue what you're talking about, but just understand that this is an option out there and you can use this for properties that are on the MLS, okay? Your agent can go out there and offer this to sellers. Will they do it? It depends on the situation and their knowledge of it, but you as a smart buyer should understand your financing options. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you've done seller financing, tell me what your experience is with them. I'd love to hear it. If not, I will see you guys next week.